You want to know why I'm here to support President Trump? Because they done did black men like this for decades. Make up charges and put them, so I know Trump is innocent. I support Trump against this corrupt, two-tiered justice system. That's why I'm here to show my support as a black man for Trump. And I'm wearing my shirt, Niggers for Trump 2024, and I mean that.
What do you think about the indictment?
Oh, it's a bunch of bullshit. It's going around the country. You know, Fannie Willis, she went to school with my sister. She full of shit. She was full of shit then. So she's a puppet for the white liberal that is controlling everything. She's in front, but the white liberal back there pulling those strings, telling her what to do. That's what I think about her, making a fool of herself.
Do you think it's going to help his election?
Of course it is. It's going to elevate him all the way. I think we should make Trump king. That's how I feel. Oh, my name is Niggers for Trump 2024.
Trump, 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 Trump.
You want to know why I'm here to support President?
Shalom. All praises to the Most High Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shah, Bahashim, Rahak HaKadosh. Double honors and salutations to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the hopeful elect. Shalom to you Akim and Aqua, also you children that believe on this word. Shalom to the speckled bird that's scattered around the four corners of the globe. This is your brother Kalak Har coming back at you with another video. And you see from the beginning, this Niggers for Trump 2024. You Jakes are gone. This title of this video will be This Isn't Your Rest. Israelites. This isn't your rest. And you seen this Uncle Tom, Uncle Ruckus backward ass Negro, Jake, because Jakes love oppression. Jake rather be in oppression than to be on his own and doing his own thing. He wants to choose the oppressor over him. As a matter of fact, let's get a scripture first. Let's go to Proverbs. I think it's 3. Proverbs 3 and 31. Proverbs 3 and 31. Envy thou not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways. That's right. Envy not the oppressor. Trump is an oppressor. Trump did all of this wicked ass shit. Trump is literally Nero Caesar back in the flesh, in reincarnation. Nero Caesar. If you don't know who Nero Caesar is, go look him up. You can even look at the comparisons to a younger picture of Trump and Nero Caesar. We believe through faith that is Nero Caesar coming back in this time, because Nero Caesar, I think he had the ring of fire. He burnt down parts of Rome and blamed it on the Israelites. He had a lot of Israelites being persecuted in that time. The same thing he's doing now. The same thing he's doing now. And these Negroes want this guy to rule over them, Trump, which I think he's going into hiding. But also you got to consider this, that Trump was, when he was in the White House, he was stirring up a lot of trouble. And we know that NATO is supposed to go against America. All these countries NATO is going to band up and go against the whore. That beast that's talked about in Revelation. The beast with 7 heads and 10 horns. They all going to turn against America. Also these other neighboring countries, i.e. North Korea, Iran, China, Russia. They're going to go against America. Also, is the World War III is going to start over there in the Holy Land, Jerusalem, Armageddon. So Trump was doing a lot of this different stuff in the White House, causing all of these problems, and they didn't want him in there no more. So that's something you got to consider. If he gets back in office, he'll probably start a lot of trouble. That's going to lead to what's prophesied in the Bible. But you never know how the Lord has things operating out here. So or that could be, you never know. You never know what the Lord has operated or what he's going to allow out here in these times. Now, I'm going to read that again. Envy thou not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways. That's right. Don't be envying the oppressor because he got a lot of money. Trump got all this money. Look, if you look up all of these, some of these rap songs, how many times Donald Trump goes in these rap songs, and if pull out like a whole list of all of these songs, these hip hop songs where they reference Donald Trump because he have all of this money. When the scriptures just said, envy not, envy envy thou not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways. But you Jakes love choosing the oppressor ways. Look what Biden, what did Biden, y'all was hollering for Biden to get Trump out of the office. Look what Biden, people are upset in the country. Because you're supposed to not marvel after these oppressors. They are oppressors. They're coming back in their lot. To this day. You're not going to get anything from them. They don't care about you. They just care about their puppets at the end of the day. They're puppets to this system. Let's go to Psalms 62 and 10. It says, Psalm 62 and 10, trust not in oppression and become not vain in robbery. If riches increase, set not your heart upon them. So don't trust in oppression. Trust not in oppression. Just because they're giving out, remember Trump gave out $2,000 and all of this stuff. And look, a gift destroys the heart. It destroys the mind. If riches increases, set not your heart upon them. Just because you make some money here in Babylon Great doesn't mean that you should set your mind and heart on making money here. This place is going to destroy you. That's why in, what's that, Micah 2 and 10, what does it say? It says, Micah 2 and 10, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you, even with a sore destruction. Arise and depart, do that mean get on the plane and go back to Africa? No, that don't mean that. That means get this place out of your mind. Depart from out of this wicked ass place where you've been oppressed as the Israelites. You so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Americans, and that speckled bird that's scattered around the world. You've been oppressed in every place that you've been driven. Remember, the Israelites were scattered throughout the four corners of the globe. So the Israelites are going to look like all people. And all those places that the Israelites are, they're at the bottom. You know, you got Israelites doing good in Babylon today, right? We're not in slavery anymore, hardcore bondage slavery. We're still in some type of slavery with the ID cards and registrations and all of these things. That's oppression. Arise ye and depart. This is not your rest. This isn't our rest. This isn't our rest. Our rest is the kingdom of heaven. That's when we get a rest. But now you're not going to get a rest from this place. You're not going to get it. Lamentations 5 and verse 5. Our necks are under persecution. We labor and have no rest. Taking it to slavery. Our necks was under persecution at the time. We labor day in and day out, and we had no rest. Because if you didn't do what the oppressor said, he was going to kill you. He's going to take your family away. He's going to sell you to this. He's going to sell you to that. Verse 6, we have given the hand to the Egyptians and to the Assyrians to be satisfied with bread. Yeah. Jake, you worked your ass off in those kingdoms under hardcore bondage. Hardcore bondage. Hardcore bondage when you got here off those cargo slave ships. Hardcore bondage. Like I said, this isn't our rest. Trump is not our king. Like this this wicked ass Negro was saying that they want to make Trump the king or some shit like that, whatever he's saying. This is John 19. I'm gonna start at 11 and get all of this. John 19 11. Yahushua answered, John 19:11. Thou couldst have no power at all against me, except it was given thee from above. Therefore, he that delivered me unto thee have the greatest sin. Now the power from above. Now this is Pilate. Yahushua talking to Pilate. Because the Jews were saying, crucified him, get him out of here. He made himself the son of God. And Pilate was saying, yo, I don't have no fault with him. But Pilate was saying, look, I have the power to crucify thee and to the power to release thee. So, and Yahushua telling him, look, you don't have power unless the power is given you from above. I'm going to keep reading verse 12. And from henceforth, because look, Pilate's wife, one of his women had a dream and said, yo, I don't think you should mess with him. Be careful what you're doing to that guy, because I believe he's the son of God. It came to me in the dream. From this force, and Pilate was a Roman soldier, that carried a spear. And from this forth, Pilate sought to release him, but the Jews cried out, saying, if thou let this man go, thou art not Caesar's friend. Whoever maketh himself a king speaketh against Caesar. So these Israelites, just like this today, it's the same vibration from back then, trying to choose a king or telling Yahushua, because you don't want your own people to rule over you. You don't want your own people, because our people choose righteous or choose wickedness when it's not set up the right way. From this forth, Pilate sought to release him, but the Jews cried out, saying, if thou let this man go, thou art not Caesar's friend. Whoever maketh himself a king speaketh against Caesar. And when Pilate therefore heard that saying, he brought Yahushua forth and set him down in the judgment seat in a place that's called the Pavement, but in Hebrew, Gabbatha. And it was the preparation of the Passover, and about the 6th hour. And he said unto the Jews, behold your king, because Yahushua at the end of the day is our king. At the end of the day, if we go to Hebrews, the 7th chapter, for this 7:1, for this is Melchizedek, king of Salem, priest of the Most High God, who met Abraham returning from the slaughter of the kings and blessed him, to whom also Abraham gave a 10th part for all, first being by the interpretation of king of righteousness, and after also the king of Salem, which is the king of peace. And that's who Yahushua was referred to. This Melchizedek was Yahushua in one of his past lives. That priest, the priest of the Most High God, who gave Abraham some blessings of the 10th part. That was the king of righteousness. That's who is our king. That's who came and who died on the cross for us. Let's go back to John 19, and that was about the 14th verse. And it was the preparation of Passover, about the 6th hour, that he said to the Jews, behold your king. Here's the point right here about these wicked ass Israelites. But they cried out, away with him, crucify him. Pilate said unto them, shall I crucify your king? The chief priests answered, we have no king but Caesar. And that's what this goes back to. This wicked ass Negro. These wicked Negroes out here saying they don't have a king, that they want to choose the oppressor for their king. Jake did that all the time. And I've seen a video of that, especially this Jake in the background back there. Trump, blacks for Trump, and they coming out and they even using Bible scriptures for it. They even using Bible. They know the Bible, and they still going out after Trump or going for Trump. They still going for Trump. This ain't your rest, Israelites. It'll leave you with a sore destruction. Esau is the end of the road, and Jacob is the beginning of that follow. But you niggas love oppression. You love to be oppressed. We want to be on our own. We waiting on Yahushua, our true king. Through the kingdom of heaven is going to be the throne of David, ruled by Yahushua. So we're going to be glorious and whatnot. Let's get Ecclesiastes. I believe it's 7 and 7. Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad, and a gift destroys the heart. That's what I brought up earlier. A gift destroys the heart. Oppression makes a wise man mad. We've been oppressed. We've been locked away from our heritage. We got wicked Negroes in the earth like this, talking about they for Trump and don't understand that he's the oppressor. But this is what the Israelites, this is how the Israelites operated back in the time. They still operate today because nothing is new under the sun. You wicked ass Israelites, you're going to be destroyed. You're going to be destroyed at the end of the day. Niggas for Trump. Come on, man. We're Israelites. We ain't niggas. That's what the oppressor used against you, to talk down on you. And you still want to call yourself that. These people are out of their mind. They're the 2/3, the undesirable, who Lord is not looking for. At the end of the day, the Lord is not looking for these undesirables. And then, even then, it's like it don't really matter because Job, what's that, 12, 16, yeah. Job 12 and 16, with him in strength and wisdom. The deceived and the deceiver are his. Trump being deceived, 2/3 of being deceived. They've been deceived to trust and oppression. They've been deceived to trust and oppression. One more scripture, then we can close it out. 1 Samuel 8. And it came to pass when Samuel was old, he made his sons judges over Israel. Because Israel, we never was like those king this, king that. This was more custom of the heathen. We had judges and priests, but it was nothing like King Saul, yeah, King David, King Solomon. That's the name of few, but it wasn't. You did have a lot of kings in Israel that ruled for like over, in a span of 500 years or so. But they were after their own hearts. They did the wrong stuff. They wasn't really like David. King David was a man that had a heart after the Lord. The Lord loved David's heart. The King Saul, his house waxed worse or waxed colder. And it came to pass when Samuel was old, and he made his sons judges over Israel. Now the name of the firstborn was Joel, and the name of the second was Abiel. They were judges in Beersheba, and his sons walked not in his ways, but turned aside their after lucre, and took bribes and perverted judgment. And all the others of Israel gathered themselves together and came into Saul into Ramah, and said unto him, Behold, thou art old, and thy sons walk not in the ways. Now make us king to judge us like all the nations. Now make us king to judge like all the nations. But the thing displeased Samuel, and when they said, Give us a king to judge us, Samuel prayed unto the Lord. Like I said, that custom was really not of us. And the Lord said unto Samuel, Hearken unto the voice of the people in all that way that they say unto thee, for they have not rejected thee, but they have rejected me, that I should not reign over them, according to all the works which they have done since that I brought them out of Egypt, even unto this day, wherewith they have forsaken me and served other gods, so they also unto thee. Now therefore hearken unto thy voice, howbeit yet protest solemnly unto them, and show them the manner of the king that shall reign over them. And Samuel told all the words of the Lord unto the people, and that asked him a king, and he said, They will be in the manner of the king that shall reign over you. He will take your sons and appoint them for himself for his chariots and his horsemen, and shall run before the chariots. And he shall appoint them captains over 1,000s and captains over 50s, and will set them to ear his ground and reap his harvest, and make his instruments of war and instruments of chariots. So You know, even to this day, Jake wouldn't want his own people to rule over him. Jake want the oppressor to rule over him. You can read up on more on this story and whatnot, but that's all I wanted to bring out. The Israelites, this is not your rest. It will leave you with a sore destruction. Get this place out of your mind. Stop learning yearning for those oppressors. They ain't gonna do anything but look out for themselves and oppress you even more. So stop trusting the oppression. With that said, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, or Kakadash. I'll see you on the next video. The Lord